V'ho'inyan, and the idea is ki bechinas gilui isarusa del elo zu ugilui pnimis mamish. The revelation of this isarusa del elo, unlike the isarusa del elo, which comes on its own, the isarusa of the gilui of asarus leila that comes after the isarusas deletatus isarusa del elo. That's a gilui for pnimis mamish. That's a revelation that comes down b'pnimis, inside. That's from a level which the saruso deletata doesn't reach. However, it's veloy b'pchinas chitzonis levad kimoi he is saruso deleila shlifnei saruso deletata. But it's not just an external hamshacha, but it's a pnimizik hamshacha. It's not the same as the Isarusa de Le'elo that comes before the Isarusa de Letata. The Isarusa de Le'elo that comes on its own before the Isarusa de Letata, that's a Gilu from Chitzonius. But the Isarusa de Le'elo that comes after the Isarusa de Le'elo that comes from the Isarusa de Letata, that Isarusa de Le'elo is Pnimis. One that comes on its own, the Sarusa de Leilo that precedes the Sarusa de Letato. Even though that also comes from the level Kichovetz Chesed Hu. As we said before, that's from the Gal Galta, that's from the Keser, Shabi Keser, Ochein Mekomo Koim Hagilu Rag B'Bechinas Chitzonius. But that revelation is only in external, and it's only surrounding alone. It's not nimshach, and because it's only chitzonis, that's why it can also be drawn down. Gam koidem isarusa deletato visarusa delela shal yoda. Also, before we have the Sarusa de Letata bringing down the Sarusa de Leila, that brings down, it can still come down from the Sarusa de Leila along from Chofetz Chesed, because it's only a Chitzonius and it's only a Makib Dikam Shocha. Avo Sheyumshach Gilu Pnimis Bechina Zu Mamish. In order for it to be drawn down, the revelation of the inner of this level, the Gilui Mamish Bibchinas Pnimius, Mamish revealed in a way of Pnimius, who Dafke Achar Shetchilo Yesh Isaruso Deletato Ad Heichen Sheimagas. First, you need this Isaruso Deletato to the place that the Isaruso Deletato can reach, to the highest level the Isaruso Deletato can reach. And then that brings down the Isarusa de Leila from that Isarusa de Letato. And Oz, then Nimshach Gamkein, B'chinas Pnimi, Mimokim Sheini Isarusa de Letato Bagaz Shom Klau. Then you get in a Pnimi, that Pnimi is the Kamshocha from a place where the Isarusa de Letato cannot reach there at all, but we get from the Pnimis, from that Hamshocha with the Surus Leila, which comes first, only gave the Chitzonis. Now we get the Pnimis. Kach Nizbayer b'Mokem Achad ala Maimer Pashas Chayisoro. But there, Daf Kuf Lamed Gimel Lamed Aleph, is explained B'inyan Hatam the Tfilas Arvis Shetikin Yaakov B'chir Shaba'avis Urishus. Talks about what is in the idea, the reasoning, why is the davening that Yaakov, who is considered the chosen of the forefathers, why is it only an option? Why is that an option? So he explains over there the Toichen Hatirutz, the punchline of the answer, the contents of the answer is Lefisha Bechinas Yaakov mavriach min hakotzer al hakotzer, because the level of Yaakov goes from one extreme to the other extreme, which means mibechinas she'ein asaruso dilatato magas shom. It comes from a level where the saruso dilatata cannot reach. That's why it's optional. It's optional because it's not something which you can force down because you don't reach there. So therefore it remains the level that Ma'ariv Arvis brings down is from a level which is a level of a place where Sarusul Tata can't reach there, becomes optional. Hello, but still, Afa Pikain, but still, a Nimsha Bechina Zu, this level of this higher level does not extend Elo La'achar Sheyesh Isaruso Diletato Ad Heichen Shehim Agasa. Till you have, after you have the Isaruso Diletato, that reaches up to the point that reach. The Hainu, which is Tfilah Shacharis Umincha Shetiknu Avram v'Yitzchak. After you have Shacharis and Mincha, which was instituted by Avram, then you can have the Rishus to get from the higher level, which only Yaakov B'chira of is Mavriach Manakotza and Lakotza. I Mashakotzu Al Posig Yichayenu Miyamayim B'Yom HaShlishi Yikimenu B'Nichya Lefona. V'hinei K'mokein Yuvan Gamkein B'Inyan Oir HaNimshach Al Yidei HaMitzvahs VaTorah. We'll also understand, likewise, with regards to the light which extends through mitzvahs and Torah. Asher ha-Torah hi b'china pnimis. Torah is an inner level. Ach, hainu pnimis ha-chochma shebikeser. But it's the inner of the chochma of keser. So, which is the level and that's called the Moichus Timo. So that's the level of Torah, the Pnimius, V'hamitzvus, and the mitzvahs Heim Mebchinas Keser Shabi Keser. They are the level within Keser. So Moichus Timo is also Keser. It's part of Arich, which is Keser, but that's the Pnimius of Keser. And the mitzvahs are bechinas keser should be keser. Ach, bechinas chitzonius, hainu galgalta the chafi al. But from keser be keser, the externality, which is the galgalta, that circle, the skull that hovers around the moich. Ochen yesh oid bechinas gimul hagavoya mipnei mishnah bechinas. But there's yet a third level which is higher than these two levels. That is the pnimis of the keser shabi keser. Asher hagalgalto that the galgalto is the externality of that level. There is the pnimis of that level. It's not the same as the pnimis hakeser, which is the moichos timo. This is the pnimius of the galgalto, the pnimius of the keser shabi keser. The efsher shezeu inyan ba'torah she'otro lo yimei b'yom chasunoso izumatan Torah. Possibly this is the level of the atorah that his mother made for him, which the Chazal tell us that's on b'yom chasunoso izumatan Torah. That is chasen by matan Torah. By matan Torah, the Yidden got to the level of that third level, to the level of Atorah, which is the pnimius of the Keser Shabi Keser. I'll be explained. Sharei Beitz Chaim Shar Chav Beis Soy Perik Bov Kosav Avdirat Shehu Oy Ruchni Makif Olav Chulu V'Harizeh Mamesh Kimei B'chinas Atorah Shehima Kefes Al Hagalgelas Chulu. So what do we see from there? So from there we see that this is a even higher even on a higher level. Okay. Oizvov. Uma'ato yuvon inyan simcha shel mitzvah. And now we can understand the idea of the simcha shel mitzvah. Ki hine ha-simcha hu gilui ha-helam. What is the level of simcha? Simcha is revealing that which is hidden. Commercial, which means when we get the level of simcha, we get a level that we can't get otherwise. The simcha brings about a revelation of a level that otherwise we wouldn't get. It's a gila hela. Commercial hamelech shadar k'sheyeshe b'chadrei chadorim. For example, we have a king who normally sits in rooms within rooms. He's inside. Because the whole honor of the king is when he's inside. But during the time of his rejoicing, he is visible, reveals to everybody. So normally, when we talk the mitzvahs, which we get the revelation, the root of the mitzvah is very high. It's mibchinas keser shalamaylam ha-chochma. That's from the level of keser, which is higher than chochma. Ach atzmi is ha-keser einem izgala klal, but the essence of the keser is not revealed at all. Only the level of externality of the keser. It's only the galgalto, which is the rotzen elyon. So we see the Eibishter's will, that's what we get, but we don't get the pnimius. But so when you do just the mitzvah, you get the rotzen, you get the chitzonis, but you get the chitzonis. But when you do the mitzvah with simcha, al yidei ha-simcha b'kim ha-mitzvah, sha-simcha ma'orer gilui ha-pnimis, the simcha arouses the revelation of the inner. That's why through this, it reveals the level of pnimis ha-keser. V'zehu ba'atorah that is the Torah that the imoy, that is through the level of mitzvahs, is the Torah comes down through imoy. Or we say, why? Why imoy? Because emabanu smecha, as the pasuk says. Imoy is the level of simcha, or through the level of v'yismuchu v'cho Yisrael, that the yin will rejoice in you. So when you do a mitzvah with simcha, which is the imoy, which is emabonim, then you get to the higher level of the Torah, the Gili Pnimis HaKesef Shayidei HaSimcha Shel Mitzvah, through the simcha of the mitzvah, Ma'oirer HaTainug Elyon, that you wake up the supreme delight, not only the rotzen, but the level of Tainug. Shu Bechinas HaTorah VaHaKeser Chulu, that's the level of the Torah. I must cause of the common medivra maskil sois osis, ubedivra maskil havaye libois. Before we explain, this is the third level of Isarusa de Leilo, which is higher than the first two levels. It's higher than the Isarusa de Leila that comes on its own, and it's also higher from the Isarusa de Leila that comes through Isarusa de Latato. So that's why when this higher level, this third level of Isarusa de Leila comes down, So then in Nimshach you also get Nimshach Shegam Kshi'ish Mazriya Tchila. So it turns out that even when the ish is Mazriya Tchila, that it comes from this Rusa de Le'elo, till at the Zohar, you still get the higher level of Zohar, you get the level of Ahavarab. Kizeh the ish Mazriya Tchila, Yin Ledes Nikeva. This that we say that when the ish is Mazriya Tchila, it'll be a Nikeva. That we said before. So that is only Zehu Kshanimshach Hagilui Mibchinas Chitzonius. When the revelation comes from Chitzonius HaKeser, Sha'oz Inyan Isarusa de La'ela HaMe'oirer Isarusa de La'tato. So then when you have the Isarusa de La'ela that wakes up, that comes before, that arouses the Isarusa de La'tato, Ushiyi Ledes Nekeva. Then it gives birth to a nekeva, which is a havazuta, a small level of ab. Mash'e ken ayidei simcha shel mitzvah, as opposed to a simcha shel mitzvah. Shenimshach hagilui misaruso de le'ela shel le'mayla misaruso de le'tato. Then you get saruso de le'ela, which is higher than this saruso de le'tato's isaruso de le'ela. Memchinas ha'pnimis ma'amesh on the pnimis, actual pnimius, that is even higher than this rusa de leila that comes through rusa de tata. And let the zohar. That's why she gives birth to a zohar. Zehu sois tosis kulu b'kibbutz boneo davke. When she gathered she's an akora, because it's the idea that it's not the normal isarusa de letata that brings down this, but after kibbutz boneho and that level, then you come to the higher level of isarusa de leila. Ahi mashakosu bebiur al posik koiser varuch es bnei Yisrael. There's a discussion in Inyan Gimel brachas de birchas kahanim. 3 brachas, Yivarechecha, Yoel, and Yisa, which line up with these 3 levels in Sarusa de Leila. V'ayim ashekosu be'inyan kisamecha cho yitzircha b'gan eden b'kedem, v'ayim ashekosu seib divra mascha b'shalach parei. Sha'asimcha amitis udveikis b'avaya echod, that the true joy and the cleaving to Hashem echod, who Bechinas achno bitl. That's a level of being subdued and bitl. Vayidei kabolas el malchus shamayim be'esak ha'toira u'mitzvus chulu. So that is talking about accepting. That's similar to the simcha. Here we're talking about the simcha brings that third level of simcha is called achno bitl, and it comes through Kabbalah's oil malchus shemayim. So when you do Torah mitzvahs, chulu, etc., you do it with bittul, with subduing, with being subjugated to Hashem, that makes that mitzvah to get to the pnimius harotzu, to the level of tainug, that comes through the simcha, through the level of bittul. Hine al pizeh yuvan gam kein mashakosu b'torah she'otra lo imoy b'yem chasunosu izumatan Torah. That this Torah, this higher level, that the imoy, the simcha, gives him, is on the wedding day that takes place on Matan Torah. Because we also find that by Matan Torah, after the Yidden experience the 2 previous levels of Isarusa de La'elo, they finally came to the highest level of the Isarusa de La'elo. Kihine, Inyan Pesach, Usfiras Omer Shavuos. There's 3 levels. You have Pesach, and after Pesach you have the counting of the Omer, and then you have, after the counting of the Omer, you have Shavuos. Zeu korov le'inyan gimel b'chinas haniskarim shebisaruso de le'elo. This is close to the idea of the 3 levels that we mentioned in the Sarusa de le'elo. Pesach hoyo bechinas diluk begilu yisaruso de le'elo me'atzmai. On Pesach, it was in a way a jump over. It didn't come from the avodah of the Yidden. The Eibishter jumped over their level and redeemed them. It was a gilu yisaruso de le'elo on its own me'atzmai, sort of from the level kichofetz chesed. Ach she'ein hagilu bechinas pnimis, but that revelation is not b'chinas pnimis. It's not in an inner, like it was on Shavuos, because Hashem b'matan Torah, diber Hashem pel peh, ponim el ponim. The Eibster spoke then by matan Torah. The Eibster spoke face to face. Ba'achar. So you had a revelation, but not in a way of ponim upon it. After the first day of Pesach, then we start to count Sfiras Omer. V'hu hamshochas, and that is bringing down Isarusa de Le'elo al yidei isarusa de letato. That's bringing down the isarusa de leila through the isarusa letato, which is the zichuch nefesh habahamis. That is the refinement of the animal soul. Shezeu inyan ha'omer so'irim. That is why we take the omer was made out of barley, broad barley, because Michael behema. That was the feed of an animal, because we were Maila, we're refining the animal, the Nefesh HaBahamis. And that's for 49 days. Go through 7 times 7, the different levels of Nefesh HaBahamis. Then on the 50th day is the revelation. You have 49 levels. Shari Bina, on the 50th day is the Shara Nun Shalamailo Misaruso de Letato, which is higher than Saruso Letato. Bezehu Bayoim Hashlishi, the Pasuk says on the 3rd day, Beyois Haboiker. And Amr Azal, Berabes Breishis Parsha Nun Vov, Shezehu Inyan Bayoim Hashlishi Yikimenu. That's the idea, and then we say that on the 3rd day Hashem will stand us up. That is the level of La'osid Lavai, the level that Beis Hamikdash Hashlishi, Bayom Hashlishi, La'osid Lavai, when it'll all be the new revelation, and that took place then by Matan Torah. That was the Bayom Hashlishi. Ba'al Kain Ein Bo Sfira. There is no counting anymore, because it's not Isarusa de Letato, that's from the higher level. But V'hagilu Nimshach B'bchinas Pnimis Mamish, that comes down at Pnimis. Ma'ashe Enkein B'Pesach Hulu Shaloi Hoyo Hagilu B'bchinas Pnimis Adayin K'mei B'Shuas. As opposed to in Pesach over there, the Gilu was not in an inner way yet like in Shuas. V'zeu shekosu b'zoya parshas Emer daf tzadik vov omed beis b'inyan shvuos shuyim echad. Over there we discussed the shvuos, which is 1 day. Kishuro de le'elo reisha v'galgalto u'moicha. This is tying above the head. That would be the moyach. Moichus Timo, like by Torah we said before, that will be the Galgalta. And then Umoichi, that's the certain level. Ba'ayin, B'migdash Melech, U'baramas. So what do they explain there? That Reisha, when we talk about the Reisha, U'ikera Kesef. Actually, that's the main Kesef. V'hu ha'makif ha'elyein, she'agalgalto. That's the supreme makif, she'agalgalto, husiyum, chitzoniyusei. Yeah, chitzoniyusei. Yeah, that's what it says.
Yes.
Chitzoniyusei. Umoicha. And moicha, hu chochma. So Moicha is the level of Chochmah, as we talked about the level of Chochmah Stimoch. So what it means is like this. Shebishvuas miskasherin kol hagimul b'chines hanal yachad. All the three above mentioned level all get tied together. Umeirin l'maylo, l'umirin l'mato, and they shine below. So you have the inyan of Reisha, which is the Galgalta, and then you have the Galgalta. So I mean, it's Reisha of Galgalta is really the Galgalta is the Sim Chetzoni Yusay, but where do you have? I don't see here yet the third level. We had the Panimis of the Chitzonius, the Panimis, the Keser. So now again, so Ramaz, the Reisha who Iker HaKeser, Makiv HaElyon. This is remarkable. Shahagalgalta who Siyum Chitzoni Yusay. So I guess the Makiv HaElyon, the Iker HaKeser, that's the Panimis HaKeser. So Reisha is the Panimis HaKeser. Galgalta is the Siyum, which is Chitzoni Yusay. That's the externality. Mokum Achan is by Inyan Gimel Bechinas Elu Shebetoiro Mitzvahs Beinyan Achar Ktsas. Elsewhere it explains these three level in Torah Mitzvahs a little bit different. Hainu, that is She'oisei Bechinas Pnimis HaKeser Shegogalta Hu Chatzoni Yusay. That what is that Pnimis HaKeser, which Galgalta is a Chatzoni Yusay, Zo Moichas Timo. The Moichas Timo is that Pnimis HaKeser in which the Galgalta is Chatzoni Yusay. Right now we're talking about that's a third level, high level. Moshe Kosuv Be'etz Chaim Sharcho Beis Soif Perik Hey. V'zeu Bechinas, Zeu Beis Bechinas. And this is two levels. Abchina Hagilu Ma'ila Lamato. And what's the third level as we counted from above to below? He Chochmah Da'atzilus. That would be Chochmah Da'atzilus. So the third level is Chochmah Da'atzilus. The Eraisa Chochmah Nafkis, which is Mi Chochmah Da'atzilus. The Eraisa Torah comes from Chochmah and Chochmah Da'atzilus. V'hamitzvahs Hey Mibchinas Galgalto. They come from the level, the mitzvahs come from the level of Galgalta, Shemispashetes, Gam Lemato, Umelbeshes, and that dresses up Gam Lebechinas Chochmah Da'atzilus, also the Chochmah Da'atzilus, K'moshe Kosu, Beis Chaim Shom, as it says in Beis Chaim over there. V'lochein yesh Maila b'Torah, she Bechinas Pnimis. And that's why there's a Maila in Torah that is the inner, Ki Chochmah Moicha. Because Chochmah is Moicha. That's the level of Moyach, that's the Pnimis. Ashenkin HaMitzvahs Bebechinas Galgalto, Shehi Chitzonis, that's the Chitzonis. K'moy Etzem HaGalgalas HaChoifef Al HaMoichim. Like the bone of the galgal, which is sort of hovers around the moichet. V'yesh ma'ila b'mitzvah shebechinas galgalto shehem chitzonis shel bechina yisrael yoina. There is an advantage in the mitzvahs that come from galgalto, even though it's chitzonis, but from a higher level. Ayesel hu bechinas chochma stimo. That becomes a chitzonis of the level of Chochmah Stimo, according to this interpretation. That's the chitzonis of the Chochmah Stimo Da'atiko, Shu B'chinas Pnimis HaKeser Mamesh. That would be actually Pnimis HaKeser. Derech Zeh Yesh Leimer Gamkein Pirush Reisha V'Galgalto Moichi that we quoted before. That the Reisha Hainu Pnimis HaKeser. which is moichas timo. Then you have a galgalto, that's a moichas timo. A galgalto, ainu siyum chitzoniusa, that's the end of the chitzonius. Moichi hu chabad atzilus. So moichi would be the chabad atzilus. Okay. V'ayin mashakosuf me'inyan zeh b'biur al posik ani chulu asher yitzesi eschem eretz Mitzrayim. V'ayin oid me'inyan ba'atoro shitra lo imoy bezoyar parshas noyach daf ayin daled omed aleph b'parshas b'shalach daf munches omed aleph parshas Yisrei pedaled aleph u'b'mishpotim daf kuf omed beis and vayikro daf daled omed beis parshas achrei daf ayin zayin omed beis. V'hinei b'mishnah soif tainis mashma b'yom chasunosei zematan Torah hainu yom kippurim. But there it's mashma that we're actually talking about Yom Kippur. Shaboy nitnu luchas achronis. Also, matan Torah means the luchas were given. The second luchas Yom Kippur. It's also a time for Torah. In the Pirush Rashi Shom, as Rashi explains, ubevadai. So for sure, I mean, right now we explained on the level of Shavuos, the three madregas, Pesach, Sfiras HaOmer, and Shavuos. Over there, he explains it with regards to Yom Kippur. That Yom Kippur is also the time of Matan Torah. Ubevadai di Yom HaKippurim shayich bechinas gilui ba'atorah she'itra chulo. For sure, it applies level ba'atorah she'itra. Shu inyan China Gimel Hanal Shamilmata Lamailo. That's the third level. As when we go Milmata Lamailo, that means to the level of Kesed. Ukameshikosu al Posik V'yem Ashlishi Yikumen. V'zeu Gamke. This is also the connection to Sha'atruloi Imoy. Imoy. What's that? Imoy. Before we talked about the level of Simcha, but here's a Sha'atruloi Imoy. Kikol ha'aliyas b'yom kippurim al debina. All the aliyas in Kippur come through liyuchuna. So that's why that's imoy. That's the level of bina. B'inyan su'yidechem kodesh uvarchu chulum is also, that's the aliyah of the elevation of Yom Kippur, is like su'yidechem kodesh k'moshe ha'em mevareches es beno al derech moshel. It's just like a mother benches her son, by way of example, which brings the aliyahs. This is the idea of Leizos Mechabevo, that he didn't move from holding them dear. Achakora Imi calls her my mother, Keniska Leil, as mentioned earlier. Hainu Kinoida. As it's known, Sha'ava'ei malbishins lizroyas the arich ampin. Ava'ei, which means chokhma bina, dress up the zroyas, the hands of arich ampin. So the level of keser that comes, that dresses up through chokhma bina. Meshikosu means right about the subject gabei tnufa shtei alechem al gabei shnei akvosim b'parshas Emer. V'imkein. Therefore, when we bring down a brocha and amshocha to Zeir Ampin from the Ave'im that are malbishim the zo, in the brocha of amshocha zu, who gamkein Mizroya is the Arich Ampin Hamalaboshimba. So you also get the brocha from the hands of Arich Ampin, which are dressed in them, because Arich Ampin is dressed on the hands of Zo. So when you bring down the Brach of Amshocha to Zo from Chokhmah Bina, so you get the Chokhmah Binas who are dressed up by the Zreis also to come down to Zo. So Mamesh K'moy HaBrocha Shu Al Yidei HaYadayim. This is Mamesh like the Brocha that comes through the hands. Like it says, Vayishlach Yisrael as Yemino, he sent his right hand by Yoshus al Reis of Raim Chulu, put it on the head of Ephraim, that means a bracha that comes through the hand. Similar to this, Pirush B'Sefer, Emek HaMelech, Shar Yud Aleph, Peri Gimel, and B'Shar Tezvov, Peri Kuf Mem Hei, Shar Kuf Mem Ches, they explain the inyan of Suyidechem Kodesh. It says over there that Shehu Soid Abo Shebetoicha Yad Yimin Da'arich Ampin. That Suyidechem Kodesh means that that's the secret, the Chochmah, which in the level of Chochmah, he has the right hand of Arich Ampin. Uborchu es Havaye, so who they bless, Shehu Zo. They bless Zo. V'ayin Mashekosuv, Be'inyan Hamshocha Zu Shemechesed, Darich Ampin Bezo, Ayidei Avaim, in the Divra Maschil, Havaye Yechatu Merivo. Ukidei Li is Hamshocha Zu, and how do we get this Hamshocha? Hu al Yidei, Su Yideichem, Shu Inyan Shema Yisrael, Ubaruch Shem Kved Malchusei Leilom Boy. V'ayin, I guess maybe the Shema Yisrael, Baruch Shem Kved Malchusei, those are the two levels of Yad Yemin and Yad Smel, Yodav, both of them. Said before, the Yehudei Lo and Yehudei Tato, those are the two Yodayim. We actually had it earlier in the Mamer. V'ayin Beitz Chaim Shar Lamed Aleph Perek Zayin, Al Posik V'arba Yodis Yeh Lochem V'chamishis Lepari. So over there he explains Ki Beis Yodis the Arich Ampin. So you have the four hands over there. The two hands of Arich Ampin, Tarvayu Shkilo Kichada. They're both equal, like one, even though there's two hands in Arich Ampin, both like one. V'nikra Yad Achas. Does it say Milvad or Bilvad?
Milvad.
Bilvad. Almost
Milvad.
Bilvad. Yeah. Okay. V'nikra Yad Achas. Milvad. It would almost seems like Bilvad means just to be one hand. But okay, Milvad. Why? The less smaller Bahayatika. There's no left, there's only the right. Do Atika Kulu Yumina, because it's all the right. Kulu. Valze Nemar. I wonder if it should be here Bilvad. I don't know, because that's what it fits in there. Probably, I mean, I don't have to look it up if this is a mistake. Valze Nemar, and about this is written Vachamishis Lepare. What Vachamishis Lepare? Shehi Emo Ilo. That's the supreme Emo. That's Bina Hanikra Pare. That's called Pare. Chamishis the gate the Pare. Why? The Tamon is Galion Visperin called Nahira. All the over there in Bina is revealed and opened up all the rivers. Kiniska Bezoyer Vayigash Daf Reish Yud. V'ayin Bezoyer B'Shalach Daf Sam Gimel Amid Beis. Nimtzo. So it turns out the Yad Arich Ampin is Gala Beimei Lo. The hand of Arich Ampin is revealed in Chochmei Lo. Zeu Shekosu Reishis Chochma Shar. Another so Perik Aleph, the Ema Ilo Nikra Oitzer Matnas Chinam. That's the Oitzer Matnas Chinam, because that's this higher level, which is not through this Rusa de Latata. Belochein al Yidei Su Yidechem. Through Su Yidechem, Shubechinas Klois HaNefesh B'Kriya Shema. That is the expiring the soul in Kriya Shema. Sha'idei Zem Mamshichem Bechinas Arich Ampin V'avo Bezo. Zehu Inyan Loizos Mechabavat Shekora Imi, they call it Imi, but I'm Mashakosu, Bedivra Maskil, Roni Visimki, Vigoime.